stabbed to death.
And now to the UK, where officials are dealing with a recent surge of knife crime.
Another murder by stabbing.
Just another London knife crime.
13 reported stabbing, fighting a surge in knife crime in our cities.
We are suffering from a knife crime epidemic.
British capital, where the homicide rate has surged.
Higher murder rate in London than New York.
Offences involving a knife are at a record level in England and Wales.
The level of crime in London and other cities across the UK feels frightening.
In the UK, 39,000 knife-related offences were reported in just the past 12 months. Fatal knife attacks are at an all-time high since records began back in 1946. In the last 5 years, the number of children aged 16 and under being treated for assault by a knife or other sharp object has risen by 93%. Doctors said the injuries they've been treating have been getting more severe because of knife crime. Some people blame drugs and gang violence for the increase in knife crime, others blame police budget cuts. So what is it? In this documentary, we're here to uncover the truth behind the violence. We spoke to South Yorkshire Police Crime Commissioner Dr. Alan Billings to get an insight into what procedures the police are taking.
Home Secretary at the time, Theresa May, present Prime Minister, said she wanted less stop and search. Fell away by about 90%. South Yorkshire, I think that was a mistake. I think it is one of the things that the police can do and should do, but they have to do it in a proportionate way, and they have to do it in a way that is fair and carries their communities with them. Now, more recently, whereas in the past communities would have said to me, no, they don't want more stop and search, it can be divisive and it can alienate young people over against the police. More recently, I've had people come to see me who say, please, will you continue stop and search? Some of the mothers in particular, the women in the ethnic minority communities, have been very clear that they want stop and search to continue because they believe it acts as a deterrent and they don't want their children cut. Presumably there has to be some connection between falling police numbers and rise in crime, because if you haven't got the police officers on the ground to do the job of enforcement and detection, investigation, bringing people to trial, then clearly you're up against it. If you're going to get people weaned off knives and gangs and drugs and all the rest of it, then you've got to provide things for young people in communities. And that's mainly not a police matter, that's about the local authority running proper youth services again. It's about employment opportunities, training opportunities for young people, and providing alternatives to the gangs which are often behind violent crime.
It seems that there's not enough support from the local government and communities to help individuals involved in knife crime. We spoke to Will Earp, a programs manager at a youth charity, to see what they do as an organisation to help.
We give young people the empowerment to make changes in their lives and their communities. So if young people are coming to work with us, whether that be on one of our programs or whether that be them coming to us just wanting to make a difference, then we can provide that support and that help. We can provide them with the opportunity to make a difference, whether that be knife crime, whether that be them wanting to raise money for charity, whether that be them wanting to make a difference in the city centre in terms of resources or something like that. That's what we're here for.
So why do people carry knives? We got the chance to speak to an ex-gang member who was involved with knife violence as he shares his own traumatic experience. His identity has been hidden for his own safety.
You know what, it's just a natural conclusion when you live around here. You know, you're in school, you're fighting, and you need a rep, and obviously, you get involved. I mean, what else are you gonna do around here? There's no opportunities for us. We can't get jobs, so we just turn to that life. You gotta put money on on the table. That's how it is, and you turn to whether that means robbing, whether it means selling drugs and whatnot. It's just how it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, and with that territory comes danger. You gotta protect yourself. It's either me or them, so fuck it. If that means carrying a knife, then that's what I'm gonna do, obviously, to protect myself and my boys. So, obviously, once you get in it, it gets tough to get out. Rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper, and all of a sudden you've got a rep to uphold. So if that means you know, using it, then fuck it, I'm not afraid to use it. That's just how it is. Yeah, I've been there a million times. Done it before, just the usual, you know, little deal. This guy was a nitty anyway, so he was always coming to me, do you know what I mean? And you know, he's come down with a few boys outside the, you know, in the alleyway beside the block. And you know, I'm just there and I'm expecting the usual. And he's come down with a couple of boys. I don't know, might have been drinking or something. He's getting a bit hyper. All of a sudden, you know, he's just stabbed me basically right in my belly, and you don't really remember much. Kind of thing, you start blacking out on things, and next thing you know, I'm waking up and I'm seeing the hospital lights. I'm seeing people, you know, doctors look into my eyes and all that. There's blood on my hand, blood all over me, and you know, it just kind of goes so fast, and you never really expect it. Do you know what I mean?
So, what did you tell the police then?
Obviously, I didn't fucking tell them what actually happened. You know, I'm not a fucking snitch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just gotta. They know. Let's be real. They know, but it's all about what you say. You know, it's a little altercation, or you don't know who did it. You didn't see the face. You know, when they ask you why, unprovoked attack. Maybe you wanted someone, tried to steal something from me. You know, you can't really. Like I said, you've got a rep to uphold. You can't be fucking making out like you're a snitch. You can't be ratting on people. You know, at the end of the day, worse things happen to snitches.
Do you reckon if you told the police the truth, you reckon they'd do anything in terms of catching the suspect?
They want us to kill each other, then it's less work for them. Do you know what I mean? So it's just you know, they're not gonna fucking do anything. They're gonna file a bullshit report. You know what I mean? They're just gonna say all that bullshit and say nothing happened really. So, you know, if at the end of the day I can deal with it myself, why the fuck do I need them to even try? So, you know, like I said, I told them, you know, it's unprovoked. I don't know who it is, and you know, trust me, we'll you know, we dealt with that shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
This was just one ex-gang member who allowed us to film him. As you saw, the conversation we just had shows us how close he came to death. Yet he still thinks his actions were necessary. Many youths I spoke to off camera believe that carrying a knife makes them feel safe. Yet to the contrary is quite the opposite.
If you carry a knife or a blade of any sort, you're more likely to be on the receiving end of violence than not. That's just the plain statistical truth. And quite often the blade that you carry to protect you will be used against you.
During the filming of this documentary, I uncovered many youths in trouble. There's no single person to blame for knife violence. It seems that people just aren't willing to work together to improve their own communities. It's shocking to see that carrying a knife has almost become a norm in 2019.